Dr. Nagao, for sharing that insight. Now we move on to Middle East. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is planning to receive U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner in Jerusalem to discuss Phase 2 of the Gaza peace plan. According to reports, the U.S. delegates are planning to discuss the reopening of the Rafah crossing point on the border between Egypt and the Gaza Strip and the start of rebuilding the Palestinian enclave in accordance with U.S. President Donald Trump's plan under the aegis of his Board of Peace. In fact, Washington insists that Israel fully reopens Rafah even before Hamas returns off the body of the remaining one hostage. The second phase of the deal envisages the withdrawal of Israeli troops, deployment of an international stabilization force, as well as the launch of enclave governance structures, including the recently established Board of Peace. Now for this discussion, we welcome back Dr. Satoru Nagao. He's a fellow at Hudson Institute, joins us live from Tokyo. Thank you very much, Dr. Nagao, for joining us and staying with us. Now, looking at this, what more can you tell us, and what can we expect from this, Israeli Prime Minister's talk with U.S. special envoys?
In this case, they need to talk about Phase 2 of the ceasefire agreement, which will be the demilitarize Hamas, disarm Hamas, and Israel forces will withdraw the certain line, and international forces will deploy to secure Gaza. But in this case, there is very big difficulties. So Hamas is militant and terrorist. Without arms, Hamas lost everything. So that's why Hamas refused to disarm. That is very important. But if the Hamas refuses to disarm, ceasefire will be broken, and Israel will force the Hamas to disarm. So this will be the end of the ceasefire, and that is not the situation U.S. do not want. So that's why the U.S. try to negotiate with Israel the security of the Israel, at the same time how to achieve the condition of the Phase 2 of ceasefire. In this case, one of the key is still one of the dead body of the hostages killed by Hamas hasn't returned, hasn't found. So in this Phase 1, not completely ended. So there is a reason for the Israel to restart the battle because of the Phase 1 hasn't achieved. But at the same time, such kind of situation U.S. does not want, and talk with Israel and continuing the ceasefire is beneficial all of the action in this region. And at the same time, during that time, U.S. need to talk to many actors in this place to how to maintain the ceasefire and how to start the Phase 2 and how to disarm Hamas. And during that time, because of the Israel and the U.S. relation as a trusted relation, so that's why, because of the distrust, war hasn't restarted yet. That is the current situation. So U.S. must maintain their their contact with Israel and to calm down the situation and maintain ceasefire.
Right. With that, I would like to thank Dr. Nagao for